Big game coming up this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very excited for it. Liverpool at home against United. Before we get into it, though, let me know in the comment section below what your score predictions are going to be, because there might be some prizes for the winners. Liverpool dominating the last few years of this matchup, with the last Manchester United win in the Premier League back in August of 2022. And even worse, away from home at Anfield. The last time that Manchester United actually beat Liverpool in the Premier League was on January 17th of 2016. That was Jurgen Klopp's first full season for Liverpool, where he had Mignolet in goal, Alberto Moreno, Mamadou Sakho, Kolo Touré, Nathaniel Clyne in the back line, Lucas Leiva, Emre Can, Jordan Henderson in midfield, and then Adam Lallana, Bobby Firmino, and James Milner as the three forwards. Yes, you heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. James Milner on the wing. So there's not a single Liverpool player actually right now who knows what it's like to lose to Manchester United at home. So before we look at the potential lineups, I just want to give you guys some quick stats. Liverpool has lost just one of their last 13 Premier League games against Manchester United. They've won 7 and drawn 5. Liverpool's gone 23 games without defeat across all competitions. They've won 20 and drawn 3. The 5th longest unbeaten run in the club's history. Liverpool have also scored 2 or more goals in each of their last 11 Premier League matches. Only between March and September 2019 have they scored multiple goals in more successive matches in the club's league history. United, unfortunately, haven't won any of their last 8 league away games against Liverpool. They've drawn 4 and lost 4. Their longest such run since a run of 9 between 1970 and 1979. United have just scored 1 goal in their last 8 Premier League matches at Anfield, failing to score in each of the last 5. So with that being said, it's not looking great for United. However, if we look at the potential lineups, I think a lot of Manchester United fans are going to be excited about their starting 11, which is probably going to be a bit different than the one against Newcastle. The big mistake that I think Ruben Amorim made was putting 2 older players who just can't cover enough ground against the young midfield. And so with the return of Ugarte from his yellow card suspension, I think he takes out both Casemiro and Eriksen as those 2 holding center mids. So I think he's going to go Onana in goal, Martinez, although he was one of the worst players against Newcastle, I think he'll keep him. Maguire or De Ligt at the center, but I think he's going to go with Maguire, and Lenny Yoro on the right. And as for the 2 wingbacks, I see Dalot on the left and Mazraoui on the right. I think his biggest coaching for these 2 is they have to start thinking more like attackers if they want to create chances. I think they help defensively a lot, making it into a back 5, but they also need to push forward and create more going forward if he wants this system to work. The 2 inside forwards will be Bruno as he comes back from his red card suspension, and Ahmad, who I think actually he's been playing really, really well. So with this midfield, I think Højlund up top is going to get a lot more service, and he's going to have a bigger impact in the game. So when you look at that lineup, it's actually not too bad. That's the strongest 11 that I see for United. And if it wasn't against Liverpool, I really think I'd favor them over a lot of the teams in the Premier League, even in their current form. Unfortunately for them, though, they're playing against Liverpool at Anfield, and this is how I expect Liverpool to line up. You got Alisson in goal, Robertson on the left, Virgil and Kwanzaa in the center, and Trent Alexander-Arnold on the right. Kwanzaa stepping in for the injured Joe Gomez, which, to be honest, I actually like Kwanzaa more than Gomez, and I think this is a perfect opportunity for him to take control of that starting spot. In front of that back line, I think we'll see Gravenberch and McAllister, and in front of those 2, I'm not 100% sure. I have a feeling it'll be Dominic Szoboszlai, but Curtis Jones has been good recently, and I think Arne Slot likes what he's seen from him so far, so he might end up being there instead of Sobo. But then again, Sobo has been really good this season as well. So I'm not sure, we'll see. But for sure, the 3 in front, I have very little doubt will change. It'll be Salah on the right, Luis Diaz in the center, and Gakpo on the left. Slot's been very consistent with his lineups, and when you're top of the table and playing as good as they are, I don't think he can really change it. What I'm excited about is that both teams are going to be at mostly full strength, although at very different forms coming in. So what do I think will happen? I think the biggest challenge United is going to have to overcome is not conceding early. They've made a habit of giving up early goals, and if they do that against Liverpool, the game could probably be over in the first half, just like it was against Newcastle. But the longer that they manage to keep it 0-0, the better chance I think they'll get a counterattack, and they'll be able to create some dangerous opportunities, specifically from Ahmad pushing into those wide spaces. And I think it'll happen a lot if he can try and get isolated against Andy Robertson. I also think Manchester United are going to have to decide whether they want to sit in a lower block and keep Mazraoui and Dalot further back to give them that line of 5, especially when they're going to be defending against Salah and Gakpo. They're going to want to have those extra numbers. But they can also press higher and they can force Liverpool to play more direct. But I think either way, it's going to be very difficult. I made a video just recently the other day talking about Arne Slot's tactics and why they've been so good. And I think part of it is because whether they play against a low block or a high block, players like Trent and Virgil van Dijk are going to be able to pick out the right passes to get Liverpool in dangerous areas. So I think it's really going to come down to who will be better in the wings and some individual moments of brilliance from either Mo Salah or Ahmad. And I think as long as Liverpool follow the same formula they have recently of understanding the balance of either resetting play and building from the back versus being more direct and winning those second balls, I don't really see them losing the match. However, a match between Manchester United and Liverpool, I think, forces United to come out with everything. And with their recent results, I don't think they can afford to drop another 3 points, especially after that first half performance against Newcastle. So my final score prediction, probably a 2-0 win for Liverpool. I think they score relatively early. They dominate the rest of the game, and they don't allow Manchester United to find a good rhythm. And then I think eventually they'll score the second to give them a comfortable lead that they can keep until the end of the match. As much as I wish it'll be a lot more back and forth, Liverpool are coming in the best form, and Arne Slot's tactics are just going to be too much for Amorim in the short time that he's been with United, especially with all the changes that he's trying to make. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Anybody who gets it right gets some free Next Goal Wins TV stickers, and we'll even throw some Champion Grind grip socks in there as well. So let us know in the comments, and we'll see you guys in the next one.